So, how do we figure out God's will? I want to talk about one incident in my life recently where we were able to figure out God's will, and God really answered really quickly. So, this is about us shifting house again. Uh, it happened so often in the last couple of years. Anyway, so back in November, our owner of our current house, we stay in a rented house, said that he wants to sell the house, and so we might have to move again soon. Now, I went in for a surgery right then, so we really didn't look for a house, and I was recovering. And after that, life got in the way, and we just didn't actively search for a house. But last week, we got an email with a forwarded notice saying there's a house that's vacant. And I asked my wife if she'd like to go and see it. She said yes. I was busy. She had time. She went and saw it, and she loved it. And she's like, "Yeah, we can move here." The only problem was it seemed to be in a location that was a little further away from, maybe about 10 minutes further away from where we are right now. And so, from everything that mattered to us, church, my work spot, our son's school, everything. So we were not sure if it was the one. Also, the owners of that house wanted us to take up the house immediately. They were like, "You can come on March 1st, you can come anytime before March 10th." And we saw the house on February 27th, I think. My wife saw the house. And so we prayed about it, and we both decided and told the Lord that if this is the house for us, then our owner should release us immediately, or the owners of that house should be willing to wait for us whenever our owner releases us. And once we prayed about this, my wife already said that she was at peace about this house, and she had an overwhelming sense of calm. And it fit all our bill. I mean, all our requirements that we had in mind. It was within our budget. It had a car parking spot. It was pretty much in the heart of the city, not too far away from things that we wanted, further than our current house, but yeah, still within the city, heart of the city. So we said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We prayed about it. We said how God is going to answer us. And then came a crazy thought in my head. I don't need to see the house. My wife was telling me, go see the house. And I was all prepared to go the next day. But I said, why do I need to see the house? I'm asking God. We're asking God. And that's the only thing that matters. So I said, okay, God, I'm not going to see the house. You just tell us if we have to go move in or not. So the next day I called up our owner, I called up them, and there were several calls back and forth. But at the end of the day, our owner refused to let us go with the shortest time he said was 2 months. So I called up the owners of that house and said, listen, we can't come because our owner is not releasing us for 2 months. So they're like, no problem, we'll wait for you. I'm like, what? So they're like, yeah, if you guys are going to come, you just give us the advance now and we'll wait for you. So I said, okay, I will be able to give you the advance in a week. The full advance, mind you. And by some, stroke of, I don't know, God's genius, I actually will be having money for the full advance in a week. So, which is very unusual. If anyone knows us, you will know that that's very unusual for us as a family. But anyway, so we have that. So we said, we'll give you the advance in a week. And they're like, okay, so we'll get the agreement ready for you. So when you come to give the advance, you sign the agreement, and then you move in the first week of May. So we're like, okay. It was such an answer to prayer. So then I called my owner back and said, listen, we are giving you notice, 2 months notice, and we are moving out. He didn't seem quite happy about it, but what can be done? He said, I will put a notice outside your gate that the house is up for rent. I said, sure, go ahead. But yeah, that's how simple it is. It took about 2-3 days. we asked on a Wednesday night, we prayed on a Wednesday night, God answered on a Saturday, only because I made the calls only on a Saturday. Maybe if I'd called on Thursday, the answer would have come on Thursday. So I think I just am so happy to see God still working. And I know that many of us struggle to understand how God works and how things work. So I just wanted to put this out there to encourage all of us to hold on. And when God says yes, it's a yes. When God says no, it's a no. It's as simple as that. You don't even have to see the house to know if you have to live there.